got. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you another secret, right? When I get home, I search the channels. I pick up information, and I obtain it. You know what I mean? A lot of people write stuff down, which is cool, but I try to obtain. Even if I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, turn the TV on, I may listen to a certain part of the news that they made something that really, okay, like I said, yesterday they had a big ass storm in North Carolina, a lot of floods and all the other things. You know, but then I try to attain that way when I get here, I gotta put them notes. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it to be more authentic than just a script that's been written, you know, for whatever they edited, you know what I mean? I can do that also, you know, but I like to wing it. That way I know that it's 100, you feel me?
Yeah, I can understand.
And then there's no powers to be. I ain't gotta worry about really upsetting nobody. If you get upset, you're on your own. You know, but then it's like, okay, this is real, so I'm not an ordinary person. You know, I'm a great person. You know, because great is not ordinary.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I try to learn how to use terminologies, you know what I mean, to fit the situation. You know what I mean? You know, and that's it. You know, and every day you make some adjustments. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? And just keep moving. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. DJing being what you wanted to do, and being on the radio, what got you into barbering?
Because I had boys, and they needed haircuts, and I wasn't gonna pay the barbershop to do it, so I bought me some clippers and started cutting. You know what I mean? So I already knew how to do that. But I was working at I was working at Harvard Custom Manufacturing up over there now with Pure Fitness at before they went out of business. And I was selling CDs, and I was going to a barbershop. I was going to a barbershop and selling my CDs, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I was going to, matter of fact, one shot to Barber Dre, you know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity to go in there and start cutting. You know, so I'm gonna tell you some real shit, right?
Yeah.
I went to every barbershop in Salisbury. This was in 2000, and nobody would give me an opportunity to cut. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I even took a client in one shop. Nobody gave me an opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? So Dre was the first one who done that. You know what I mean? So I salute him. You know what I mean? So I learned. A brother named Mike Sutton. Man, he talking about a barber and joker. You know what I mean? He showed me the tips. Then he said, check this out. This is how it's gonna work. Ain't about getting your chair because they don't trust you yet. You know what I mean? Hold on just a second. Talk to me.
Hey, Bubbalou.
Yeah.
Hey, question. You know anybody got any 2 bedrooms available?
Oh, look, I'm shit, give me about 20 minutes. I'm gonna call you right back. All right.
Okay.
My man. You know, so he gave me the opportunity, man, and then Mike showed me. He gave me the blueprint. He said, now, once you get your first customer, take your time, cause everybody will be watching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said, I've been through it. He's been through it. He's been through it. This is a process. He said, but in the meantime, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So that's how I got started. They call it old messenger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is.
But yeah, it's always great when somebody, and it's always good to shout out the person that gave you the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody give you a shot, to go ahead.
Oh yeah. You know, I respect for that. You know what I mean? He is who he is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he don't. But you know, he the one. You know. So after that, man, I've been here ever since. You know what I mean? Going on 15 years. You know.
Now, at that point when you started, did you know that you wanted to end up owning? You know what I mean?
Actually, I'm gonna tell you another secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was out here in my mess, Cause I was cutting hair. I was cutting, man, look, I was cutting the whole east side. You know what I mean? And I was getting high at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I was asking God in the midst of all that, I want to own a barbershop on the east side. You know what I mean? And it happened years later. You know what I mean? You know, through that mess and through all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why today, man, I have nothing against drugs. I just don't do them. But I know that what drugs does to people, and I know that it's all done by design. You know what I mean? That's why you got to be very careful. You know what I mean? Because who you party with, some people party with other things. And then a lot of people can't handle those things. And so you get addicted to things that you can't handle, and it takes you into a situation that you may not be able to come out of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not just me, it's you see a lot of entertainment, you know what I'm saying? We are not no different. I don't care, in Hollywood, they die out there too.
Yeah.
They OD on drugs, you know what I'm saying? And it's part of life, you know what I mean? But I had to let that part go.
Yeah, and then there's fake drugs going around now.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's always been going around. It ain't going around, it's always been like that.
I'm sure
You know what I mean? It's always been like that, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know, with all the things that I had to deal with, not knowing, trying to have a good time, and thinking that this is the way of life, but really not knowing because, you know, nobody never told you, well, we always heard about cocaine, but nobody really did look what cocaine will do to you.
Especially when it first got out. Nobody, like, you just had to kind of figure it out.
No, but they said coke was a rich man's drug. So we wouldn't worry about poor people getting it until the government switched that up. So we got to capture some people. How do we capture them? We get them on drugs. You know what I mean? They're doing lock their ass up and they commit crime, so we got them. So we got to get rid of some kind of, it's called modern day slavery.
Right.
And so we got to trick them. Some gonna get tricked and some not. You know what I mean? But the ones that we trick, that's gonna be our money makers, and that's gonna be the ones that reward us. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it was all done by design, man. You know what I mean? Especially in the 80s and the 90s when they just let it all hang out. There was a war on drugs. What was the war on drugs? There were wars on niggas. You know what I mean? That's the drug that they wanted the money. And so who else are we gonna pay? You know what I mean? Huh?
Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting topic, man. The drug situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the people that was using, selling, and you know that's all set up. Yeah, that was all set up. That whole thing, people was gonna get locked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lives was gonna be people gonna get. That's why they made Scarface. Because what did Scarface do for a lot of people who didn't know anything about? It was the lifestyle. Just what you do to people, all your money, you kill them. So you think of people, so you think, man, I'm sitting back, he's smoking the air, you got you. Man, dude owe me $5,000. You know what I mean? Owe me 10 or whatever, you feel me? So we gotta do something to him. So we didn't watch the movie. So now we are reacting to the movie. So now we're gonna carry this thing out. Where you gun at? You know what I mean? Who we gonna rob? We're gonna rob the drug dealer. Or we're gonna kill? We're gonna kill the drug dealer. Who we gonna rob? We're gonna go on the drug dealer. We're gonna get his money. You know what I'm saying? Or we're gonna set him up, get his ass out the way. You know what I mean? It's all the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
It is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the entertainment. See, you speaking on that now. The entertainment.
Yeah, it's bigger.
And you see a lot of the rappers. See, they get the names from the people like Scarface. What's his name? Capone.
Yeah.
And was it Bugsy Siegel?
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. The different gangsters.
Yeah.
The mobsters, they make movies about stuff like that.
Yeah, man. You shouldn't make the movies about how you build wealth.
Right.
You know, they're not gonna make that. You know what you know about that part. Now they'll give you a job too, so you can make some movies about, you know, the lifestyle that goes on. That's why they got a problem with posting strip clubs. You know those. You know what I mean. Just like Tubi. You know, Tubi got a lot of. You know what I mean. You know, that's what they want you to, because you ain't got nothing else to do. But if you're not strong mentally, you'll actually think that is the way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. That is a thing. Because there's a flip side to look at that. Like with Tubi, I look at it, I'm like, you know, there's a lot of black people making movies and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's good. That they're doing something to kind of get their name up. Because some of these Tubis, some of these people that be on Tubi, you see them get casted in other movies sometimes. So I'm like, it gives them an opportunity. That's how I look at it. But yeah, there's some people that would look at that and be like, oh, that's the way to live. That's
the songs
that's
about
the way to do.
Right. You know what I mean? We're going to get this money. We're going to go to the strip club. We're going to buy this jewelry.